everybody. Welcome back to another episode of All Eyes on the Ball. I'm your host, Dylan Cotton, with my co-host, Kai Cotton.
Hello.
Today, we're not going to waste any time. Let's get into it. This time, we're going off of his topics today.
All right.
Let's get started.
If any of you guys don't know, Julio Jones was out of Atlanta, and I think I found the perfect spot. So let me start off by saying, I'm not gonna go with bias. I'm not gonna say the Packers because even though
Good. Don't say the Packers.
no, I'm gonna say that. Well, not now. All right. The first landing spot is of course the Ravens. The Ravens need receivers. I know they drafted Rashad Bateman in the draft, and Lamar Jackson needs someone to pair with Rashad Bateman or another receiver because they had the worst receiver core in the entire league last year, and nobody
Stop hitting the table.
nobody has hit 1,000 yards in about I think 5 years. So if you have Julio Jones next to a rookie receiver and Rashad Bateman, and plus the Ravens are in a win now type of mode, it's a four team race in the AFC right now. The Chiefs, Bills, Browns, and the Ravens. Surprisingly, I feel like if Lamar Jackson actually has Julio Jones next to him, they will actually start winning games and winning playoff games, and Lamar Jackson will finally not suck when it comes to the playoffs. In my opinion, that is my number one landing spot for him. And now number two would be the Tennessee Titans. And the reason why I say the Tennessee Titans is because, look, Derrick Henry is not the entire offense. You have A.J. Brown, who's basically a top 10 receiver. If you add Julio Jones, that would take a lot of pressure off the defense because the Titans had the worst front seven last year, and they only had 19 sacks in total. And I feel like if you have a great offense, you have Tannehill, Julio Jones, A.J. Brown. They did lose Corey Davis to the Jets in free agency. I feel like that would be a massive upgrade from Corey Davis. And they lost Giannis Smith, which I still think they need a tight end, but that can come next offseason. They could get a tight end then. And plus, if they have that, the Titans will not be the fifth. They will be the fifth team in the AFC race behind the Ravens, Chiefs, Browns, and Bills. Yeah. Now the third one, the Packers, of course. I said it. Now, the reason why I say the Packers and Julio Jones could be a perfect landing spot for Julio Jones is the Packers because, look, Aaron Rodgers is literally going to be out of Green Bay in the next 5 months. And I feel like as a more depressed Packers fan, we need Julio Jones in order for Aaron Rodgers to stay in Green Bay and for the Packers to not suck. Because, you see, we suck, Dylan.
It's clear that he's not staying in Green Bay.
I don't care.
Even if they get a receiver.
I
Julio
don't
Jones.
care.
He said, Aaron Rodgers said himself, it has nothing to do with the quarterback, nothing to do with the players. He loves the players. He even said he loves Jordan Love. It's just the coaching staff. And if y'all watching this think otherwise or have some opinions, feel free to call in and let us know what you guys think. The station number is 313-355-6018. Call that number if you feel like that you want to add something or you disagree with something that we said. Okay, continue.
All right. But I still think Julio Jones might go Packers. It's a very slim chance, but I think I have the perfect trade package. All right, so the trade package is Alan Lazard, Dean Lowry, and maybe 2 first-round picks in the next 5 years. Cause I feel like
Stop hitting the table.
All right, because the Falcons they get a very good right receiver too to pair with Calvin Ridley and to pair with a tight end Kyle Pitts. I feel like if you get that and you get Dean Lowry, which is a good defensive player, that will improve their defense a lot because their defense was horrible, worse than the Cowboys. Yes, I said that.
But Atlanta, if any team wants to have a chance,
I know
Julio
they
Jones,
have to
get
get
a first-round pick.
I know that's why we give up 2 first-round picks. 2 first-round picks. I said that we give up 2 first-round picks.
But them 2 first-round picks could be your potential new receiver or
look. I don't care. We need to win now. I'm getting too depressed as a dude. You don't know how many NFC Championship games I have to sit through where we get consistently beaten. We lost to the Buccaneers last year. The 49ers the year before. The Falcons in 2016 and the Seahawks in 2014. Don't you think it's time we win a Super Bowl now?
But don't y'all have one already?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
I know that.
10 years ago.
I know that.
I was not even able to walk 10 years ago. I was sitting in a crib.
You were 3.
I don't care that I was 3. I was sitting in the crib.
3-year-olds can walk. 3-year-olds can walk,
Well,
unless they're behind. 3-year-olds can walk.
Okay. Now I might have not been. I might have not said my first word, but that's when I was 3.
I know.
I did not know a lick of football.
I don't think anybody.
I don't care if. Hold on. I know it's a very slim chance of us getting Julio Jones, but if you pair Julio Jones with Devontae Adams and plus Aaron Rodgers stays, we're winning the Super Bowl. Is that said and done? Because what team do you know can stop Devontae Adams and Julio Jones? I'm gonna give you a second to think here. I'm gonna give you a second to think. Right, you can't think of anybody.
I don't think anybody could stop them, but give them a challenge. I think it would be the Rams.
Yeah, just
either the Rams or the Saints, because the Saints.
They need defensive backs, Dylan. Marshall Lattimore is not going to carry them themselves.
I know. I'm saying they have a couple solid DBs.
A couple solid ones.
I mean, they have solid DBs. They're not going to lock up Devontae Adams and Julio Jones if Julio Jones decides to go to Green Bay. I'm not saying they're going to lock him up, but they're not gonna give it to him easy.
I know, but dude.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause.
But dude, the Packers, we have a great team. We have Devontae Adams, the best receiver in the league. We have yes, I said Adams.
So you're just gonna kill off Stephon Diggs like that?
I know. Stephon Diggs is top 5. That cannot be denied. He has talent. He is top 5. So is DeAndre Hopkins. Those are the 3 best receivers in the league. But dude, you see Adams. Now, how do I put this? Adams had Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the best QB in the league. Devontae Adams, in my opinion, is like a great route runner. yeah. Great route runner. Let's see. He will kill any DB on any other team that's not Jalen Ramsey or Stephon Gilmore or J.C. Jackson or Xavier Howard. Man, there's a lot of DBs I can think of. Yeah, there's a lot of DBs I can think of, but I don't care. He's a great route runner. He creates a lot of separation, and he will kill any DB he sees in the sights. Hold on.
Besides Jalen Ramsey, because he didn't really even go one-on-one with Jalen Ramsey in the playoffs. He ran slot routes the entire post. He ran slots.
Yeah, slant routes, especially on the goal line. But still, if you put Julio Jones, he's 33, he can still be a solid number 2 receiver. Like, he's not like prime Julio in like 2016. If prime Julio, he was still in form, we would go 16-0 and win the Super Bowl, Dylan. Yes, I said it. I said yes. If we had Julio Jones, all right, not 16.
Don't y'all play Kansas City this year?
Yes, we play Kansas City. We play Washington. We play the entire NFC West. I do not care.
So you.
Hold on. You're forgetting. It's a very small chance.
I know. I'm saying, let's say if that small chance were to become a reality, Aaron Rodgers is not staying. Well, Jordan Love is going to be QB1. Even if Jordan Love is QB1, which he is,
we're still going to the playoffs now. If not 16-0, at least maybe 12 and 5.
So yeah, 12 and 5 or 13 and 4.
Yeah, 13 and 4. It doesn't matter. We're winning the Super Bowl if we get Julio Jones. Yeah, yes, Dylan.
See, you just go kill off Tom Brady and the Buccaneers like that.
Yep. Actually, no. I just hope Tom Brady just goes 9-8, so we don't have to play them.
That's not. You know that. Come on. Because they literally have the same Buccaneers team from last year that won the Super Bowl.
I get it.
Completely exposed the Chiefs' offensive line.
I get it. We got handed to by the Buccaneers. I get it. They brought back every single starter they did last year. Dylan, I get that.
I know. I'm just saying.
I think, if Aaron Rodgers is gone and Jordan Love is QB1, if we play Tom Brady in the playoffs, we're losing by 45.
Okay, you're kind of pushing it, but
all right. Now the next 2 spots, they're kind of I can kind of see them happening. Next 2 spots, I have the Chiefs.
No.
The Jaguars. Chiefs, Jaguars, and in my opinion, the Bears. In my opinion, yes, I said that. Even though Bears,
if Julio goes to the Bears, they're gonna.
That's a weapon for Justin Fields.
I know,
because you see, even though the Bears do not have a good O-line, I feel like Justin Fields is like really athletic, really mobile. If you pair him with Julio Jones, like he can escape the rush from both sides and find Julio for like at least 30 yards downfield.
And he's like 6'5", 205, 6'5". I think he's at least 6'5".
I'm pretty sure.
Fact.
Probably 6'1" or 6'4".
I will look it up. Keep talking.
In my opinion, if Justin Fields has Julio Jones as a weapon, they're going to the playoffs, winning at least 11 games at the most.
They're going to the playoffs, but I don't think they're not squeaking. They're not getting out of the first round.
I know, because you see, the one problem I have with the Bears last year, even though I hate them, is the fact that they have no O-line.
6'3".
And Khalil Mack is like an aging linebacker. Even though Khalil Mack is a top 10 linebacker in the league, I feel like he's an aging linebacker, and I feel like in these next years down the line, when Khalil Mack is up and out of Chicago, they're gonna need to draft a linebacker to replace him. And the only key defensive players I see them keeping are Eddie Jackson and Akeem Hicks. Actually, no, Akeem Hicks wanted to request a trade, but even though they still have those three guys, I feel like those three guys are going to be aging, and Eddie Jackson's probably going to be like the only solid defensive player they have. And they lost Kyle Fuller in free agency. Their defense is going to be like a lot worse this season.
I feel like the Bears are like how do I put this in basketball terms? The Bears,
they suck.
We know that, but I'm trying to say the fact that the Bears are young, the Bears are kind of like
they're not beating my Packers though. It's simple as that.
We know that.
It's simple as that. The only solid chance they have to beat us if Kevin King is starting. And we know what happens when Kevin King starts. He gets burnt by journeyman receivers.
Okay.
All right. And now, in my opinion, the
Bears are kind of like the Grizzlies of football.
Hold on, one more spot. If I did not say the Patriots, I'm gonna say them now. And I feel like if Julio Jones is on the Patriots, that gives Mac Jones like a lot of weapons.
Bill Belichick spent too much money on his free agents to trade them.
I know.
Listen. He spent like $160 million in free agency.
I don't care. Every free agent he signed, like every notification I got was like a literal bullet. But it doesn't matter. If the Patriots trade for Julio Jones, they're kings of the AFC again. Because you see, they signed Hunter Henry, Giannis Smith, Nelson Aguilar, that 149ers receiver I do not know the name of, and like a bunch of other weapons. If I feel like you have Mac Jones, Julio Jones, Nelson Aguilar, who's a very underrated receiver in my opinion, and did well for me in fantasy last year. You have Hunter Henry and Giannis Smith, basically the best tight end duo in the league. That is like a top 5 offense. That's even better than Chiefs in my opinion.
You said that. Okay, so you're just gonna kill off the Bears like that? Like the Bears are not?
Yes, I will kill off the Bears.
Not the Bears, the Buccaneers.
Yes, dude, the Buccaneers are gonna all right. Hold on. The NFC race is basically the Bears. No, not the Bears. They suck. It's the Washington football team, the Buccaneers, in my opinion.
49. It's the Bears.
Yeah,
it's
49ers
Bears, Buccaneers,
they're healthy
49ers.
again.
No, not the Bears. Why do I keep saying the Bears? The Buccaneers, 49ers, Green Bay, and the football team.
Yeah, Washington football team.
And New Orleans in his
no.
little way. New Orleans is not gonna suck.
Yes, they are. They don't have Drew Brees.
Just because they don't have Drew Brees does not mean they're gonna suck. Drew Brees is not LeBron.
He's LeBron of the New Orleans Saints, Dylan. Drew Brees brought the Saints life after Hurricane Katrina. I'm pretty sure it was. They're not
gonna be the same. They're not gonna be the same team as they were before he retired. I get that. But they're not going to be like bottom of the conference. They're not going to be bottom of the conference.
That belongs to the Lions. Actually, no. That don't belong to the Lions. That belongs to the Eagles.
Yeah, that belongs to the Eagles and the Giants.
No. Do not count the Giants. Because I get it. They have Daniel Jones, but look at the receiver depth. They have Kenny Galladay, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, Evan Ingram, who I don't know how he made the Pro Bowl over Robert Tonyan.
Kadarius Toney is his name.
No.
The receiver that they drafted.
Yeah, I know, but he's in a horrible situation in my opinion. Because you see, look, I'm going to just tell you all the big-name pass catchers the Giants have. Kenny Galladay, Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, Kyle Rudolph, and Saquon Barkley, even though he's a running back.
Obviously,
he gets passes out the backfield.
It's obvious that Kadarius Toney's not going to start, but...
No, he's going to start, but I don't know. Like, I do not know where all the targets is going to go for Kadarius Toney. Because if he starts, like, replaces, like, Darius Slayton for, like, a few games, they still have other pass catchers, like Saquon, even though he's a running back, Kenny Galladay, Evan Ingram, and Kyle Rudolph. I said Darius Slayton, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where those targets are gonna go for Kentavious Tony, but I think he should go in there like on like goal line plays, maybe like third downs, second downs maybe, and do a bunch of like deep routes for him, or maybe like a bunch of in and out routes in my opinion, or like drag routes, cross routes, or post routes.
Yeah,
I feel like those good routes for him in my opinion.
Okay, so if you're just now joining us, welcome back to another episode of All Eyes on the Ball with your host. I'm Dylan Cotton. This is my little brother Connor. And All Eyes on the Ball episode 3 is currently being streamed live on Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and along with Twitter. If you want to see more episodes like this, make sure do not forget to like, follow, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in sponsoring our show or just advertising our show, feel free to send the email to wjzzcooltvofficial@gmail.com.
All right, the next topic is, well, I know the week 1 of the playoffs just ended, and
biggest disappointments of week 1 of the playoffs.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure that the Bucks and Heat game is going on right now. Yes, sir, I got the Tyler Hero jersey, even though they're gonna get swept.
Let's bring out the brooms. Let's bring out the brooms.
Do we have a broom?
No, we don't have a
broom.
All
right, we don't have a broom. All right, but still, in my opinion, the biggest disappointments are, of course, the Miami Heat.
Bubble frauds. The biggest bubble frauds in the entire NBA. Hands down.
Hey, don't say I'm a hypocrite because I have a Tyler Hero jersey on. This jersey is fire. I don't care, but Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo played like straight up Dookie butter water. Yeah. Yes, they played like Dookie butter water. They got blown up by a combined, I don't know. I
think they got blew out by 63 points the last 2 games, because the first game, game 2, they lost by 34. Either yesterday or the day before,
they lost by 27. And in my opinion,
that's like 60.
Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo have played completely out of their game. They have not been themselves, and they've gotten absolutely pummeled by the Bucks defense. And yeah, if you have Giannis, say if Giannis plays power forward, small forward, Butler plays small forward and shooting guard, I'm pretty sure. If you switch Giannis on to Jimmy Butler, that game set match done. Giannis is winning that matchup. And in my opinion, the Heat should have taken advantage of the Bucks' lack of center depth, in my opinion. Even though Giannis could play center probably because the dude's like 6'11".
And if y'all wanna add on to what we're talking about, once again, the call line is open. Feel free to call 313-355-6018 to hop into our discussion.
And in my opinion, the Heat are probably gonna get swept today.
The Heat aren't going to get swept.
No.
They play at what, 3:30? I think?
No, the game started like 30 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, the game started already.
Like, I don't care that I have on a Heat jersey. They're getting swept. I don't like. If we had a broom, I could have probably just like swept the floor. Basically
never mind. They're up right. The Heat are up right now.
Oh, speaking of the devil, they're up right now.
They're still gonna get swept though.
No.
They're good. I think the only reason why the Heat are up right now is because Dante DiVincenzo got ruled out for the rest of the playoffs because I think he had a foot contusion or something. It was something involving his foot.
I don't care.
That ruled him out.
They still have Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Brian Forbes. That's all they need to win.
Yeah, Brian Forbes, that kind of surprised me because before this series, I did not even know I knew he played in the league, but I didn't know he played for the Bucks. I did not know he played for. I thought he was still on San Antonio.
All right. Now the second biggest disappointment, in my opinion, I don't know. Julius Randle, definitely.
Julius Randle and RJ Barrett are.
Not RJ Barrett. Julius Randle, in my opinion, because I watched the Knicks game yesterday, and I was just.
Both Julius Randle and RJ Barrett sat out like almost the entire fourth quarter.
Didn't. No, they didn't.
Julius Randle did.
Yeah, because Julius Randle played like Darko Milicic.
Even though he somehow ended up with like 20 points.
He's terrible this playoffs. I get it. He was a G in the regular season, bro. But still, he sucks this playoffs.
He's averaging like 20 a game this series.
Dude, he shot 2 for 15 yesterday.
But he's still averaging like 20 a game though.
I know, because he's shooting a lot of free throws. He's getting to the rack. He's being more aggressive when it comes to like driving and finishing in the paint.
It's not even that. It's the fact that he's like Julius Randle this series against Atlanta, even though I know it's his first playoff series of his career, but he's like Julius Randle. One thing I've noticed throughout this whole Knicks and Hawks series is Julius Randle only gets buckets in the second half. He does not get buckets in the first half.
But he
plays terrible in the first half.
But you have to recognize that the Hawks have John Collins and Clint Capella. They could both easily guard Julius Randle because they both play power forward and center.
I know.
They're
while
both
they're
great
guarding
defenders,
Julius
in my
Randle,
opinion.
while they're guarding Julius Randle, they that gives more space for R.J. Barrett to operate and not play like dog.
It gives more space for R.J. Barrett, Derrick Rose, Alec Burks, and Reggie Bullock to operate. But still, if Julio gets not Julio, I meant to say Julius Randle. Yes, Julius Randle. If he gets contained, who knows what the other guys are gonna do? Because in my opinion, Alec Burks is the best 3-point shooter. I think when Julius Randle is having a bad night, I think they should have Alec Burks in the game, like on the corner or wing spots to shoot threes. My opinion, because he's the best 3-point shooter on the team. And one time my Celtics played him, I changed my Bleacher Report username to even more depressed Celtics fan.
Not the 3 evens.
I don't care. Because the Celtics, we suck. And in my opinion,
Y'all won a game yesterday.
Yeah. Yes. Speaking of the Celtics, we won a game yesterday. Finally, we won a game yesterday, and Jason Tatum had 50. If we keep up that exact play for the series, we're winning. Hold on a second.
Oh, fun fact. The 50-point game that Jason Tatum had yesterday was his 4th 50-point game of the season. Counted 50-point plus game of the season, which is more than Steph Curry.
All right, hold on a second. Let me have this moment real quick. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie. Let's have a talk real quick because you see, when you're on Boston, you're my favorite player, to be honest. But now you think you can leave Boston? You think you can leave Boston and come back and think you're the stuff, bro? No. See, we own you. We own you, sir. Sir, we own you. The Celtics own you. You thought you could come to Boston and drop 40, 10, and 15. No, you can't. Because we have Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, and Evan Fournier. We have those guys. They can lock you up. Okay, that sounded wrong. Tatum can lock you up. Kyrie, you shot 6 for 17. You don't do that. You're considered one of the greatest finishers
6 for 17 and 2 for 6.
And ball handlers of all time. You don't come into Boston and think you're the stuff. You're not winning. You're not winning another game. Even though, hold on, in Boston. Even though they're not going to win another game in Boston, think we got someone.
Yeah, we got someone.
Yeah, wait another game.
Hello?
You know.
Oh, we're not going to deal with this again. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, I just got to chime in. Hey, my name is, just call me Uncle Jay from Detroit. I just have to chime in on this whole Boston and Brooklyn series. I just got to say, Boston played a phenomenal game yesterday. I will give them that. And I tell you what, I don't think they're going to get swept, but they're going to lose. I think they're going to get one more game. And the good thing that I can say about Boston at this point is that they still won that game, right? And the big three all scored in double digits. I think KD had 40-plus points, and also Harden had, I think, somewhere close to 40 or more points. Even Kyrie, I think he had maybe 16, 17, something like that.
16.
So with that being said, even with the big three scoring like they're supposed to, Boston still won the game. And I tell you what, I think it was because of the defense and the rotation, and just Jason Tatum was on absolute fire. So my thing is, I think Brooklyn is going to have a plan for Jason Tatum in the next game. So my question to you guys is, who is going to pick up the slack when they double Tatum every time he touches the ball? Who else do they have that's going to be able to drop that shot and create their own shot and keep Boston in the game? Right, I'll hang up, and I will let you guys respond to that.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Now,
let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. You've been talking. Let me do this. Okay, so I think if the Nets decide to actually try and double Jason Tatum, which I don't think is going to be possible, I think that the person who's going to step up in Jason Tatum's, like, not necessarily his absence because he's not going to be injured, but I believe that either Marcus Smart is going to step up and hit the big shots and just get buckets, because Last game he had 23 and played 40 minutes. I think it's either going to be Marcus Smart, Kemba Walker, or even Evan Fournier a little bit. He's not going to have like a 50-point game like Jason Tatum did. But but I think if they double Jason Tatum next game, Marcus Smart is going to be the one to step up and get buckets.
There you go. There you go. He said something smart for once. Yeah, I said it. All right. In my opinion, so you said because put that fist down, bro. Put the fist down. Put it down. All right. So in my opinion, you said Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker, but I'm gonna go with a few different players. Peyton Pritchard and my guy Taco. Yeah.
We're not about to do this, bro. Taco's not getting in.
I don't care.
Taco Fall only gets in the game when it's blowouts. You know this.
Yes, I know that. Besides the last game of the season when they played the Knicks, I do not care. Taco doesn't get a lot of playing time.
Only reason why Taco played that game is because all their centers were out.
Hey, man, he still had 3 points and 8 rebounds, which is more than he usually gets, Dylan.
Yes, I know.
Be happy.
I know. I am happy.
In my opinion, Peyton Pritchard and Kemba Walker, of course. Peyton Pritchard, Kemba Walker, and I'm gonna go with like another one, Carson Edwards. They're gonna be like solid weapons for at least with Kemba is having an off night. I feel like Peyton Pritchard even is gonna be like I forgot how tall he was, but I feel like
Pritchard is like 6'3".
Yeah, he's gonna create his own shots. I feel like he's a good 3-point shooter, good finisher, but I feel like the one thing he lacks is like defense. The one thing he lacks is defense, but in my opinion, that defense will matter as long as he scores and gets to the rack without getting blocked. Like it's like straight up blocked like that.
And can make plays for his other teammates.
Cause he's barely gotten a game for like the first 3 games. He had like 6 minutes last game, and did not score a single bucket, which I don't know why.
And had a foul. He got put in for 6 minutes. Got a foul. I got took back out and didn't play for the rest of the game.
Oh boy, a foul. A foul, Dylan. I don't care. In previous games, he's shown that he's that dude. He is that guy.
He is that guy. I know. Peyton Pritchard is nice.
I don't, even though sometimes I question why did we draft him, and we should have drafted like Taco Fall at 23rd. Yes,
and they weren't even in the same draft. Peyton Pritchard got drafted this year.
Oh, okay. Like, even though Peyton Pritchard has made me question sometimes why we drafted him, I feel like Peyton Pritchard has shown me over this season that he's that dude. And I feel like if Kemba Walker is like out of Boston like the next 3 years, I feel like Peyton Pritchard can step up and be like the starting reliable point guard that we need, because sometimes Kemba Walker has made me lose brain cells. Like some shots he took, he's made me question why I'm even a Celtics fan, and why I should add even more depressed Celtics fan to my Bleacher Report name. Because dude, like a lot of games this season, the Celtics have made me question like, why? Why?
The Celtics are like the Steelers of basketball.
No, they're not.
They play down to their competition.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Because we had the Thunder game, the Pistons game. We should have not lost a single game to the Pistons, because the Pistons were like, I don't know, like dead last in the East this year.
And not to mention y'all lost to Cleveland, a team along with the Pistons. I think they're both tied for dead last in the East.
I know, but Cleveland, we still own you. We live in your head rent free. LeBron ain't gonna save you anymore. In my opinion, the Celtics just avoided the biggest disappointment list because they won that game, and I was so happy when they won that game yesterday. I was not stop talking about it for like the rest of the day. I was just like, man, this is kind of hard for me because as a Celtics fan, I have just experienced like a lot of pain, misery, and suffering. And
now you know how Cowboys fans feel.
No, Dylan, Cowboys, no, stick to basketball. Cowboys fans do not say a word, literally. In my opinion, the Celtics, I feel like we're going to get one more game off of them, and then we're just going to lose by like 30 in like the next 2 games. All right, now the other biggest disappointment, in my opinion, I'd have to go with, well, this is a hard one, in my opinion. I'd have to go with the Suns. Actually, yeah. Actually, no, not the Suns. The Clippers. Yes, the Clippers. The Clippers. Because you have the best wing defenders and plus one of the most underrated defensive point guards in the league, and you're getting styled on. You're getting styled on. Steph Curry with a shot on by Luka Doncic, a European. Like
He's a Slavian.
I don't care. Slavian. I get that. But like, you don't lose your first 2 games at home and literally the reason why I think they're losing is because of Pandemic P. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Pandemic P.
Even let's not forget the Clippers did win last game.
I don't care that they won last game.
They're known for sucking.
No, I don't.
The Clippers are known for sucking.
Psychologically, they're known for sucking.
Yeah, thank you. At least you agree with me.
I know.
They have never made it. I don't think they've ever.
They've never made it to the conference finals.
I know they've never made it to the conference finals. They barely make it out the second round. Last year they blew a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets, I believe. Yeah, they blew a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets.
Don't disrespect the Nuggets now. The Nuggets are good.
I'm not saying the Nuggets are bad. I'm saying the Clippers need to stop playing down to competition.
If the Clippers are going to win this series, they need to stop Luka Doncic, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Kristaps. Yeah, they just need to stop those 3 weeks, and plus PG-13, Pandemic P, Mr. PG 13%, 13% from the field. They need to lock up Luka Doncic and Tim Hardaway Jr. Because Tim Hardaway Jr. is like very underrated in the series. He's like the 5th best player in the series. And Luka, of course, he's the best player in the series, and he's better than Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, he's better. Yes, he's better than Kawhi Leonard. Luka is kicking the Clippers in the you-know-what, bro. Luka is kicking them in the you-know-what. Because I watched, I forgot what game it was, game 2 or 3. Luka was guarding Kawhi. No, Kawhi was guarding Luka.
You gotta look at it like this.
Luka hit a crossover, turns around on his left leg, and splashes the 3 into Kawhi's face.
There's no doubt about it. Luka is definitely nice. We're gonna take a quick break, right quick. We're gonna take a quick break right quick. This episode of All Eyes on the Ball being streamed on Wjzz Cool Tv, the coolest station in the world, but it's currently being streamed on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And if you want to see more episodes like this, make sure to like, follow, share, and comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys are interested in sponsoring us or advertising us, or just sponsoring us in general, feel free to send the email to wjzzcooltvofficial@gmail.com. Thank you.
All right, now we're gonna get a little bit off topic here. Back to football.
Kawhi is a franchise player.
All right, we're gonna get. Wait, what did you just say?
Kawhi Leonard is not a franchise player.
What crack are you smoking?
I'm not smoking anything.
No,
I'm not smoking anything.
No,
Kawhi Leonard is not a franchise player. Kawhi Leonard is not a franchise player.
I do.
Why do you think he's a franchise player?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna take an example here. Let's go back to 2019 when he was on the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard is the main reason why the Raptors won that championship. Kawhi Leonard.
He's gonna kill off.
I get it. Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, and Pascal Siakam and Marcus Gasol was there.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that was Marcus Gasol. But
I think it was too. No, Valanciunas was there. Valanciunas.
No, he wasn't.
I think he was there. Yes, he was. He did play for the Raptors.
All right, I'm gonna just let you say it. But if Kawhi is not there, they do not do that trade with the Spurs for DeMar DeRozan. LeBron still owns the Raptors. If that doesn't happen,
he still owns the Raptors. Even though they won a championship in 2019, LeBron still owns the Raptors.
He doesn't. Okay, yes he does. Yes he does.
The only reason, literally, I kid you not, the only reason why. In my opinion, I think the only reason why the Raptors won the championship that year is because Bron and the Lakers missed the playoffs. That was LeBron's first year on LA, and they were still not good at all.
They would have still not made the finals if LeBron even made the playoffs that year. They would have not made the finals. They might have gotten at least first round exited at best.
If LeBron and a few other like good players signed with the Lakers in 2019 or 2018 or whatever year it was. They would not. I mean, the Warriors would not have made. I don't think the Warriors and the Lakers would have went to 7 games. The Lakers would have beat them on a game winner.
What's that you said now?
And they would have played
No.
Yes, I said that.
No, stop right there. Stop right there. No. Stop right there.
Your finger on my face.
You forget that Warriors team still had Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson,
and they couldn't beat the Raptors.
So You
telling me this team has been a dynasty for 5+ years. Now, I'm not saying they are now. They couldn't even beat the Raptors.
Dylan, the Raptors were like the second best team in the East.
And the Warriors were the best team in the West.
Dude, they rolled through the Western Conference. Dude, the Raptors were a challenge. Don't act like the Raptors were a challenge now. They had like Kawhi and like a great supporting cast with Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, Marcus Gasol, Fred VanVleet, and I'm forgetting someone else.
Pascal.
No, I said Pascal, but still, Kawhi is a franchise player in my opinion. Let's look at this career on the Spurs.
Okay. He was on. Okay, I'll give you the Raptors, but the Spurs, no. He was Spurs on the Spurs. He was maybe a second. He was on the Spurs. And once again, y'all feel free to hop in on this discussion. Call 313-355-6018. But Kawhi on the Spurs, no. Kawhi Leonard was maybe this third option on the team, behind Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, and Boris Diaw.
Boris Diaw?
He was solid on the Spurs.
Boris Diaw? No.
Yes, Boris Diaw was solid on the Spurs. Yes.
No, bro.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He might have been solid on the Spurs for like maybe 2 years.
The 2 years that they 3 or 4 years that they played Miami in the finals. Yes. Boris Diaw was solid.
Bro.
Boris Diaw, the years that the Spurs won the championship, Boris Diaw was one of the contributing factors. Oh, we got a caller.
Oh.
Hello? I don't think we can hear you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
A little bit, yeah.
Hi. Well, just call me Daddy D from Farmington Hills. I got a question for you concerning football.
Okay.
Are you ready for the question?
Yeah.
All right. Now the Lions has made a very interesting move, hiring not only a general manager, but a head coach that has actual football experience. Now, compare the new coach to the one who just left. Matt Patricia. What do you think the chances of the Lions doing better this year?
They're going to do better this year, but
huh? Well, here's the follow-up question. Do you think having a head coach that had actual football experience is better than a coach that didn't have football experience?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And I'll hang up and I'll let you guys answer the question. Thank you.
Lions are still going to suck. They're going to do better, but they're still going to suck.
Isn't that obvious?
They're still going to suck. The Lions are still going to suck, even though they have a football coach that has actual football experience, so they understand the player's perspective of the game, even though the coach is not even actually on the field with the players. The Lions are still going to suck.
Don't you think?
They're going to do a little bit better than they did last year, but they're still going to suck. And if by the grace of God and the hairs on their chins, they are going to barely squeak in the playoffs. But they're still
barely squeak.
Yes, I said that. They're gonna barely squeak in. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. If this season goes in favor of the Lions, and Minnesota is their deciding factor on whether they get in the playoffs, Minnesota's gonna lose that game. Detroit's gonna go in, and Detroit's gonna lose by 40 in the first round.
Bro, Detroit plays Green Bay in Week 18. They're losing.
17.
No, there's 17 games. They added an extra week. Week 18.
No, it was 16 weeks at first. The 17th game is the extra game that they added.
No.
Yes.
They have a bye week. The last week is Week 17.
I know.
They added. Keep in mind, there's a bye week. They add another week. That's Week 18 because there's a 17-game schedule. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah, the Lions are still gonna suck. It's the Lions we're talking about. They have no running game, no receivers, like a crumb of an O-line. They have
O-line's gonna be solid this year.
No,
they're still not gonna be good. But you gotta look at it like this: the Lions spent their entire draft drafting O-line.
No, they didn't. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna take it back what I said about the O-line. They have a decent O-line with Frank Ragnow, Taylor Decker, and Penei Sewell now on that offensive line to protect Jared Goff. So excuse the O-line. They have no running game, no receivers, and no defense.
I know that.
And plus, it's just the Lions, of course.
Right, it's the Lions. The Lions are like the Clippers of football.
No.
They're both cursed. Minus the fact that the Clippers are good and the Lions are not, they're both cursed. You know this.
Yeah, from personal experience.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I wanna just change the topic to not any football related.
Let's go back to that Kawhi Leonard thing.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
Kawhi Leonard on the Spurs was the third option. You know this.
I know. You had the X factor, bro.
You had Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and who else? Who else did they have? Oh, Danny Green.
Yes.
Danny Green.
But in my opinion, Kawhi was more of an X factor.
He was. Kawhi Leonard was the X factor, but in a late game situation, Kawhi Leonard is not the option, not the game winning option.
There you go.
Kawhi Leonard is like Kyrie a little bit because Kawhi Leonard went to Toronto. I get it. I'll give you that. He was the franchise player in Toronto. They won the championship that year. But any other team that he's been on, he's not the franchise player.
Well, at least he's the X factor of that team.
Exactly. Kawhi Leonard is more of an X factor player.
And plus, remember in 2011, I'm pretty sure, yes, 2011, if the Pacers do not do that trade to the Spurs where the Pacers get George Hill in return, Kawhi's the best player on the Pacers.
Yeah. No doubt.
And he is the franchise player on the Pacers.
Yes. And on the Clippers, I don't even think he's the franchise. It's a tie on the Clippers between him and Paul George. We have a caller again. Hello.
Accepted.
Okay. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I just had to call back in. It's Uncle Jay again. Look here. I gotta chime in on the Kawhi Leonard debate. And Dylan, I have to agree with you. He's not a franchise player. But one thing I will say about Kawhi is an absolute killer. The thing is, the problem with Kawhi is, to me, I don't think he rallies the troops kind of like a LeBron or a Kobe or a MJ used to rally the troops. Like Kawhi is kind of like a silent assassin. And I think he learned his style from probably Tim Duncan, but Tim Duncan, if you remember, he wasn't super vocal either. And so Kawhi, he kind of got lucky when he went to Toronto because Toronto was just kind of like ready-made, and DeMar DeRozan, he just wasn't. DeMar is not he's not a killer like Kawhi is, and that's all they needed. To be honest and truthful, if you ask me, Kyle Lowry was more of the leader of that Toronto team, and Kawhi was just that guy at the end of the game that was going to make that shot. And that combination, along with the fact that my boy LeBron was injured and was not in the playoffs, because if he was, it would have turned out different. And you will see this year, other than the fact that LeBron wasn't in there, that's really the reason that Toronto won. Now, the Clippers this year, I'm sorry to say, man, but that you know who that dude is in this series? That dude in this series, I'm sorry, he's not on the Clippers. He's the new Larry Bird, man. He's Luka Doncic. Luka is a killer and a leader, and Dallas is going to win a championship. Not this year, because they're going to run into LeBron, and LeBron and the Lakers, they're in their groove right now. But watch that Dallas team, and the Clippers, they don't have a chance. They spent all that money, and they don't have a chance. But what say you about this analysis? Because Kawhi, I mean, he like let's say Kawhi goes to the Lakers, he'd be awesome, but he's not the leader. He's not the leader of that team. And I'll hang up, and I'll let you guys respond to that. Thank you.
Thank you. I have another person that agrees with me. Kawhi Leonard is not a franchise player. And Kyle Lowry on the Raptors, he's been on the Raptors for years. So he knows how Toronto operates. He knows Toronto's playing style. Kawhi Leonard was in Toronto for what, maybe a year or two? He was in
a year.
Yes, thank you. He was in Toronto for a year. Thank you. Finally somebody agrees with me. Kawhi Leonard is not a franchise player. I'm not saying he's a bust or anything, because there's in no way, shape, or form is he a bust.
That, I'll smack you.
He's not a bust. But I'm saying, like, Kawhi Leonard is not the go-to guy. And the go-to guy for Toronto in that championship year was Kyle Lowry. Kawhi Leonard is like a late game. Kawhi Leonard is a game-sealing player. Kawhi Leonard is known for his defense and making clutch shots. He's never been known for leading a team. He's never been known for leading a team, especially this year. Kawhi Leonard is not the leader of LA.
All right, I agree with that. Now, back to football. Now, we're going to get off topic for the playoffs and like what's coming up for next season. I just want to talk about fans, because sports fans have just lost their minds. Especially NBA fans, especially the Sixers and Knicks fans, of course. But I just want to talk about who has the worst fans for football. We're gonna go to the NFC North between my Packers and those Bears. All right. So in my opinion, of course, Bears fans are the worst. Because let me tell you, I've been in a lot of heated arguments with Bears fans, and in my opinion, all Bears fans can say is 1-4 the NFC Championship game, 1 Super Bowl, and Rodgers is leaving. But the Bears, they're not better either. They won a Super Bowl like over 40 years ago. I was just like a thinking point in 1985.
They said a thinking point.
I was like,
oh my God!
Nobody had thought of me being born yet. The last time the Bears won a Super Bowl, and plus the Bears have been through 23 starting quarterbacks since 1985.
And I think half of them went to Ohio State. But hold that.
No.
A few. No. The
maybe
Ohio
one
State
of them.
quarterbacks.
Maybe one of them. Maybe one of them.
Ohio State quarterbacks that have played for Chicago have not been successful.
Literally, Ohio State quarterbacks are basically Tim Couch.
Yeah, hold that thought. Okay, so if you're just now joining us, welcome back to another episode of All Eyes on the Ball. I'm Dylan. It's Connor. And All Eyes on the Ball is currently being streamed on Wjzz Cool Tv, the coolest station in the world, being streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And if you want to see more episodes like this, make sure to like, follow, share, comment on this video on this stream, and subscribe. And if you're also interested in sponsoring us or even just advertising us, feel free to send an email to wjzzcooltvofficial@gmail.com.
All right, now back to what I was saying. Oh, peep the goatee. All right.
Okay.
All right, so back to what I was saying. Bears fans are the equivalent. I'm telling you, the equivalent.
Bears fans are like the equivalent to Knicks fans from the 2014 to this year.
Yeah, Bears fans, they have no room to talk. Talking about our NFC Championship game losses, we're 1-4. I get that. Hold on. At least one of those NFC Championship wins went to us leading us to a Super Bowl win against the Steelers in 2010. Bears fans, they cannot say a word. They are not allowed to speak. Because they act like it's still 1985. News, Bears fans, your defense sucks. Your defense ain't getting better. Khalil Mack is going to be out of Chicago 4 or 5 years. Akeem Hicks requested a trade. You lost Kyle Fuller in free agency. And Eddie Jackson, who knows about him? He's a good safety and all, but still, you cannot say a word. And back to the NFC Championship game points. You guys lost to us in 2010. Literally, the last 23 starting quarterbacks you guys have had, I think, combined for 2 Pro Bowls. Not Rex Roseman. Jim McMahon and Mitch Trubisky. Which Trubisky is garbage.
I didn't even know he made the Pro Bowl.
Who, Trubisky?
Yeah,
Trubisky's garbage now. He's backer for the Bills now. But still, I'm sorry, but you guys suck. You guys are going to get better, of course, but you're still not beating the Packers. Literally, hold on. You've been through 23 starting quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers have more touchdowns than the last 23 quarterbacks that played for you guys. And the last time we won an NFC Championship game was in 2006, where you went to Super Bowl and the coach basically just handed you an L. It's they handed you an L. You see that? See the shape? That's an L. They handed you that. And who's your quarterback? Rex Grossman, who only had 93 touchdowns. Rex Grossman is basically a one-year wonder. Because I'm pretty sure after that season, you guys missed the playoffs or something like that. Hold on. And plus, you guys talk so much crap every time the Packers lose. And every time we thoroughly handle you guys, you say, oh, it's the refs, or the refs or the Packers get help from the refs all the time. Bro, shut up. The Bears are not good. You guys are bums. Matt Nagy did not deserve that Coach of the Year. Actually, no. Yes, he did. They went 12-4. You guys suck.
Okay, let's come back to reality real quick.
Yeah, I think I'm finished with my rant real quick.
I felt your breath all the way over here. Oh my God.
I don't care. All right. The next topic, in my opinion, who is better, Tim Duncan or Karl Malone? I'm gonna say Tim Duncan.
We gotta keep make it quick because we about to.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm gonna say Tim Duncan, in my opinion, because Tim Duncan was
minus the leg. Oh, and let's not forget minus the legacies, no championships, no awards, nothing like that. Just straight off skill.
Straight off skill.
Skill wise, no legacy, nothing like that.
Now, in my opinion, when it comes to skill, that goes to Tim Duncan. That goes to Tim Duncan. Dude, Karl Malone, in my opinion, was a bit flashy, and plus the dude was a dirty player. Dude, he elbowed Isaiah Thomas once, and Thomas not the 5'9" Thomas, the other Isaiah Thomas. He had to get 40 stitches on his face. And in my opinion, Karl Malone was more of like a paint guy. He could not shoot from mid-range, in my opinion. He was more of a paint guy, like a defense guy. He's one of the top defenders in his day, in my opinion.
You gotta look at the competition too.
And the competition, in my opinion, oh man, there's a lot. Yeah, Gary Payton. Let's see, Clyde Drexler, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Who we talk about?
Karl Malone.
Oh,
Clyde Drexler, Gary Payton, Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson. What we consider Chris Mullin one? Yeah, Chris Mullin probably.
Probably off screen. It's probably we'll probably consider this. Oh, if y'all wanna chime in on this conversation, call 313-355-6018. Okay, continue.
A young Kobe, Shaq when he was on the Lakers
Probably,
for about 4 years.
Probably Kukoc. Tony Kukoc.
No.
Yeah.
No, he was in the East, bro.
I'm saying in general, not just the West. This time I'm not talking about just the West. I'm talking about both.
Oh, if you want to go like both, then all right. Now I'm just gonna mention everyone Karl Malone to play.
Charles Barkley too.
All right, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, Gary Payton, David Robinson, Clyde Drexler, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley,
Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq, John Stockton when Karl Malone was on the Lakers probably, but he was out of his prime.
Yeah, he was out of his prime when he left Utah.
A young Dirk, and Tim Duncan, of course.
Of course.
Let's see if I can think of another one. Let's see.
Oh, who else? Maybe.
Oh, Reggie Miller.
Depends.
We're talking about every single person he played against.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller, yes. Reggie Miller.
AI.
Yeah, AI.
Who else? Rick Fox, I want to say.
Rick
Oh,
Fox.
Robert Horry. Robert Horry was a solid defender.
Yes,
Robert Horry was a solid defender.
Now, we're going to go to Tim Duncan. And Tim Duncan was not flashy. He was more like a simple dude.
Tim Duncan was
And he had probably the most boring...
He lived up to his nickname, the Big Fundamental.
And he had probably the most boring signature move was a bank shot, which I could easily do in my sleep. Actually, with my eyes closed. Now, let's consider that for him, all right?
Blocked.
Okay, all right. All right, now, we're going to go off Tim Duncan's competition in both conferences. LeBron, Kobe, Shaq. Did I say Dirk? All right, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq. Dirk.
Chris Bosh.
Yeah, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, AI, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook.
Tyson Chandler, too.
Yeah, he was like the best defenders.
Rip Hamilton. You're forgetting about Rip Hamilton. The Bad Boys. Not the Bad Boys. Not the Bad Boys. The early 2000s Pistons. I'm not talking about the Bad Boys. I'm talking about the early 2000s Pistons with Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace, Rip Hamilton, and all them. That's what I'm talking about. I did not mean to say the Bad Boys. I did not mean to say the Bad Boys. Huh?
You sounding like me when I eat too much cookies.
I didn't mean to say the Bad Boys.
Okay, I don't eat too much cookies, but still, if you have, all right, I'm gonna just say his competition again: LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, Dirk, Tim Duncan,
Chris Bosh.
Yeah, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, AI, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant,
Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler, Marcus Camby. Tyson Chandler, Marcus Camby.
Oh, Kevin Love in his prime. Prime Kevin Love.
Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. I'm starting.
Prime Kevin Love too.
Yes, for a few years.
Yeah.
Now when I said Tyson Chandler, the reason why I said Tyson Chandler and Marcus Camby because they both won Defensive Player of the Year and they're probably like top 10 defenders in the 2000s and early 2010s. So
and I guess
if I sounded high for saying that, there was my reason. And in my opinion, and we're gonna go off like more competition. In my opinion, there's not a lot left in my opinion.
And you gotta look at it like who would be the better franchise player between the two. In my opinion, I think I don't. That's a tough
yeah. Who would you build a franchise around? In my opinion,
I think I would probably center my Karl Malone. He was more paint dominant. You got in eras. Looking at it between the eras that they both played in the 90s, like 92 to 99 or something like that. I center my franchise around Karl Malone. because he was more of a paint dominant player. That's how it was. That's how it was. So, in my opinion, I think Karl Malone a little bit, but we will continue that next episode. We'll continue that next Saturday. And once again, if you would like to sponsor us, or feel free, or if you want to sponsor us, or like just advertise our show, feel free to send the email to wjzzcooltvofficial@gmail.com. And this has been another episode of All Eyes on the Ball with your host Dylan Cotton and my co-host Connor Cotton. And until next Saturday, we will see you guys next Saturday.
Oh, and go Celtics! Even though we're